There we go. Somehow, someday. How do I? Yeah, so try not silk together the last kongs in song. Do you know what I've been thinking? I've actually been thinking too. But when I'm done with Silk Song, right? I don't believe I have much left. 9th of October, Blue Protocol drops release. If I'm able to stream that, I will. If not, I believe. I feel like I wanna download League of Legends, to be honest. I've been playing Valorant a little bit, and it feels like I got too much going on within me to not be able to play that game like that. No, that's what it feels like to me. Maybe I am, maybe not. And maybe it feels like that, you know. Lee has been with me. Maybe I wanna try at least. Say Lee, I wanna try. Let's see what we have working with today. It's Monday. Ooh, I'm tired. I wanna watch these so badly, all the trailers, but I can't.
I Asien försökte en lärling återskapa yakisoba-receptet från Mrs. Shengs. En dag...
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's a good.
Träffa Oscar Montano.
Hur gör vi så att det inte ser ut som en korvstrålande? Oh, he got the Draco.
Hollywood. I ain't never seen a Hollywood sign up close.
That's in Cali, right? I believe it is.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, is that even legal?
Going like that? It's not, right?
They got stopped.
I
Boom.
don't know yet. Oh, bump. I don't know. I haven't been watching. Chat, have they been using the front camera, chat, or no? Have they been using the front camera, chat, on the car, or no? Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. Bump. Oh, Hollywood.
I'm back.
Let's go, bro. That's legends.
Is your house right next to the Hollywood sign? Yes. Imagine you live on a block of the Hollywood sign. You know how weird you can't touch the letters, right?
Can you even go up there? Well, I guess you can since.
Did I find drummer by the Hollywood sign drumming or no? Did I find drummer by the Hollywood sign or was he on some random hill?
Agora eu estou aqui presenciando, rapaziada. Isso é bagulho muito louco, rapaziada. Caralho!
What the fuck, bro?
Bro, I'm very fun. I'm very happy, bro.
You happy?
I'm very happy, bro. Thank you, President. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh!
Imagine there's people living up here. What? What? What happened with the sound?
Yo, oh my gosh!
Imagine what God was making this shit, what he was thinking.
He was cooking.
He was cooking when he made this. Oh my gosh, it's scary. Like, I hate like shit like this where it's like no. Yeah, I don't like shit like it's very bad. Final destination right here, the wheels would have fell off and shit. Oh my gosh, it's scary as fuck.
And this is dangerous.
This is dangerous shit, yeah. Like, we might as well just watch.
See, this is GTA. I would have.
Yeah, GTA would be speeding over this.
I would be speeding on it.
Nah, yeah. Hey, brother.
That actually looks
Now.
insane.
Down, bro. Just fuck all safety.
Yo!
Give us a scared, of height.
That's what I'm saying. Me too.
One of my dads.
Me too, bro. Dun, dun, dun. Where's Tota? Tota! It's time! It's time, Tota!
Oh my fucking
I
God.
can see clearly that the rain is gone. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Oh, what's this right here? Oh! So we're actually going to the Hollywood sign, y'all. Hey, be very careful.
Yo, be careful.
Be careful. Oh, it says lagging Wi-Fi. Oh no, we're good. Which way?
So just be real careful on the steps.
Be real careful.
Every step.
Bro, imagine going up there like every sunset or like sunrise. You're just enjoying life.
See,
You see it all. Bro, that's... Maybe it's not as good as it sounds, but...
I don't got no stick. See, be careful.
Go the way that. What are you doing, Cuddy?
I can see clear.
Dessert, ost,
Bro.
castello. Vi har skapat en unik smakupplevelse så att du kan skapa stunder att minnas. Ta dig tid att mata dina sinnen med Castello.
No matter what kind of work your team does, Asana can help manage it. Try it for free.
It's good. Tota, be careful. He's Brazilian. That's his thing. He being right now.
Or has been jumping around like I don't know what.
Wait, Tota!
I would do the same thing. Some.
Tota!
This is supposed to be.
Be careful, CB! How the fuck did Tota get down there that fast? This how you know we black. Hold on,
Tora is
Tota!
as well. Isn't it?
I'm cooked.
Rip those pants.
Tota, wait!
Bro, what? Oh. Just run, man. Oh, there's even a path. Oh.
Yo, I got no grip!
I don't know. What's the whole point of the Hollywood sign?
I'm
That
good, gang.
resembling like
Wait, CB!
Hollywood.
Oh, shit, I'm coming, don't worry, I'm coming!
Why is it such a big attraction?
Don't worry. I'm black. Oh my god, my socks.
No!
I'm coming, don't worry, I'm coming.
Damn, he's screaming.
Gang, wait. Oh, I think we have a drone out here.
Hollywood!
Yo, I gotta put it in my
Holy
toe.
wood! Holy damn it, that wood! What is that?
Oh, shoot.
That can't be like. Because on at night, these light up, right? This shit can be the whole thing that lights all that up. That's like impossible, right?
We're currently.
Oh my gosh, bro. My life is movie, bro. Oh
My life is movie. We made it, Tota.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yo, I touched the Hollywood sign.
Since you put something on that part, bro.
Yes.
Gosh, Ricks.
Nah, this is a good flick right here. Hold on.
Now this is all right here. Nah, you got on some of this shit, bro. Just come over here.
Relax. It's a good pick. It's a good fit pick.
Why do y'all
Nah, I
gotta
got
do
that
that?
bitch.
And you still gonna fall back. Just pull up.
Do you by yourself, Talo?
I'm about to go back to the top, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
You one on the other
Do you
way.
sit on the ground like you don't care? The Ricks look up. Watch out, Tota. Watch out. Okay, bad.
Fucking Clover?
Ski.
The fucking?
Ski.
The nigga said the hardest part is getting back up there.
3.
Ugh. Oops. No sound. Oh. What? There we go. There we go. That footage is so much better from the drone. Why is that? Turn the drone around. Da-da-na-na. Hollywood sign. Oh my, I remember I used to watch Nick cooking videos. The good Japanese ass knife. That is it is not fake. Was it? It's a cake. Yeah. Yes, it's shining. That's a real PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5. True. The Crocs on. Ah. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Isn't that very salty? Fish eggs. He's gonna cook a steak. A5. Ah, damn. I have never ever tried steak like that before. Look at Dora. Straight from the cow, Rakai. I believe. No. Don't. It's, the handle is special handmade. Oh, what's it called? Made on order. Special order from I want it like that. This way, that way, blah 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 blah. Do it like that. You know, what's that called? No, bro. Oh. Bro, food is, yeah, food is the best. The sport is life. No, the sport in life. Intersport. That's like the finest. Yo, what's up, Mashu? That is steak. How we doing, Mashu? How's it going? What is that, Italian or is it French? Spanish. A5 Wagyu. Isn't that supposed to be like, well, maybe you can cook it however you want, but medium rare type. Yes! I'm not the only one who says this. Embrace it. It's like your path is already written out. Right, like everything happens for a reason. Your path is already written out. Right, it is what it is. I'm gonna go grab some more coffee. I have to think about that song. Right. Bum 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 bum. Bum. Brim 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 brim. That is actually true. Time is closing in. Time is closing. Time is closing in. Bro, is there any new ones? Watch. I'm watching that one. Wait, 3 seasons? Oh, season 2. I gotta check something. What was it? Kaiju. Why is... Bro, there's gotta be a C. Okay. That's weird. I thought for a second that there was... Bam. New. Not new. Let me go to the home. Newly added. I don't want... Frick it. Scooped up an S-rank. This one is actually growing on me. I'm not gonna lie. Secret of the Silent Witch. I recently started watching this one. A new saga. Saga. There's a bunch of animes you start watching, right? Then you stop watching them. I don't know, is that because you don't feel like they're like good? Oh shit. They're good, worth your time, or is it just because you find else? I don't know. Hello, Trev. Happy New Week. I don't know where that came from. Hope you had a great weekend. Lazy announced that he's officially retiring from streaming to chase his new dreams. Become what? Got a lot of cleaning up. That's some good stuff. Good job. Well, cleaning the whole house, or is it you keep moving boulders, rocks? Need to take a bunch of weeds and left a little more. Oh yeah. In the garden. Wait, is it in the garden? What the landfill? Yeah, the land around the house, right? The garden. I believe it's the same. Bro, imagine. Successful as a streamer. Like, opportunities happen all the time, right? That's everything happens for a reason. In UK, you think is it front yard or backyard? Oh. Well, you learn something new every day, right? Why is it only back in the front? But this is definitely not a landfill. Hello? That's not what... What? I don't get it. Why only the front and the back though? Yeah. Bro, am I the only one that gets freaking depressed when I see things like this? There's only 100 days left of 2025. Where the frick did the time go? It's, wait, scary. Scary. Where's the Okay, 18 rows officially signed with Rainbet, receiving signing bonus. And what is Rainbet? Oh, it's gambling, right? Gambling. This is 5 years ago. He lost his mom. And what? Past week he lost his dad. Like, bro. And why is there no audio? Hasn't there been an audio?
Streaming.
Wait. Hasn't there been an audio this whole time? How do I go back? 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 Can I go back? I wanna go back. Videos. Time.
It's time, Tota!
Yeah.
Unik smakupplevelse.
I got scared.
Fucking dying. Like, it's like
Just a little.
whatever. Well, you need to go live. Like, what are you doing? And so, you know, this is the kind of guy he was. And
Asmo made a whole YouTube video, 22 minutes. I believe I watched it yesterday. About the whole situation. It's sad. I mean, gotta stay strong. No. Why do I want to say this? We form a narrative that it's have to be in a certain way when it actually don't need to be. We have to stay strong. We have to be strong. We gotta stay strong. No, we don't. Right? It's okay to not be strong. Right? Okay to. It's like saying, "Oh, boys don't cry." Fuck yeah, we do. Camp Peak 21. I see you next. Wait, was that only 3 days? That's Pepsi. No.
What is? Are you fucking with me right now? Thank you.
He's getting everyone. Every single one. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Pause. Wait. Let me play. Sport Cup. Ooh.
No, right, chat?
Wait, what was your card?
It was Joker for sure. I think it was the clubs though.
The jack?
There are new. Yeah, why do I want to watch?
I have been waiting over 10 years for a game like this. I'm not.
Daily dose of internet. Internet. There is a new. This is a game show. That one. Oh, it's 22nd. So in 9th of.
Not kidding. As a kid, I went through a phase where I wanted to find and play anime-style games, and if you're like me, you're probably also aware of what that's like. You find plenty of one-off single-player anime games that are great for the first time around, but
I really hope this game is good.
Of the specific mental illness you have, or
like the game system, the raised open world, the gathering, the crafting, the
Blue Protocol Star Resonance, which is basically a video game isekai anime, but they removed the part where you die in real life. I've been playing on the CN servers in my own time long before this video was sponsored, so in today's video, I'll be giving you guys an experienced look at Blue Protocol Star Resonance and going over the good and the bad so that you can decide if this game's for you. My name is Braxophone, but you can call me Brax, and let's get into it.
I can't help it to have my hopes up, to be honest.
Blue Protocol Star Resonance
I don't want to, but I
service
can't.
multiplayer anime game on PC and mobile with diverse content including social experiences, casual collection, skill progression, and most importantly, challenging group and solo content. It has guilds, raids, dungeons, and for a very niche but dedicated target audience, fishing. Yes, Blue Protocol Star Resonance is a true MMORPG, and after playing it for about a month now, I can confidently say that they really nailed what many players have been looking for over the past few months. So you might be wondering to yourself now, well, Brax, what makes Blue Protocol?
I'm just thinking about what Wildstar, that MMO, what the frick happened with that game? I remember I played that with my big brother. He played it and I started playing it. That was a good game. That was a good game at the time.
Well, if you subscribe right now, I'll tell you. And if you don't subscribe right now, I'll tell you also. But you should just hit the subscribe button right below the video. What I've really enjoyed about Star Resonance so far is that they take a lot of the functional, proven-to-work parts of popular MMOs, like complex and challenging boss design with mechanics that you actually have to practice and learn, and mold it all into real-time action combat. On gameplay design, there are currently 8 classes, with more being added over time, and each class has a unique skill tree and set of abilities. Unlike some MMOs, you can't have every single class ability equipped due to the limited 4 expertise skill slots. But because of that, each skill carries a lot more weight, and there are multiple different ways to build each class. For example, Shield Knight can be built
good thing or bad thing, I don't know.
damage while having some sustaining tools, or it can be built as a reminder that healers are optional. Each class has multiple different class resources, and in some class builds, you just ignore some of the resources to min-max the other ones, which allows for a lot of class diversity. There are different skill trees for every class.
What makes an MMO right
that you can spend at the moment, so you'll have to choose your spec carefully, is what I would say if you couldn't reset it whenever you want. There's so much room for min-maxing your class and editing your playstyle, and though there will be a meta for every class, you at least have the variability and option to play off meta if you prefer that, or if you just need to for special content. You can also get every class in the game and swap between them, though you'll need to progress your class's skills and gear again. So I found it best to progress one class very far and catch up other classes later, since resources can be pretty hard to come by. And just as a side note, the gameplay itself is so fun and polished compared with some of the other anime MMOs I've played. Your movement abilities
it's like Final
Fantasy. Level up, with more levels unlocking more jumps, wall sticking and jumping, flight, and more. The combat feels weighty, and with each class having its own unique gauges and playstyles, it feels incredibly unique. Like, an eel wearing a tuxedo or something. On each character, you also get 2 bonus ability slots for a type of gear called Battle Imagines, which allow you to summon or become the one that you slot, and each one will have unique abilities and passives. There's 38 different Battle Imagines in the game.
They're blending a lot of games together, it feels like. Withering Waves, Genshin, Final Fantasy.
As of making this video, so there's a lot of different ways to build and play your class. There is a major downside to the Imagine system though, and it's that it can take an extremely long time to farm the high tier ones. You get 2 daily keys for elite and boss monsters, and they have a small chance to drop one of the major pieces you need in order to craft an Imagine. Some Imagines also take like 300 of these. Now, I wouldn't personally classify Star Resonance as a gacha game, since you build your own characters and can grind out the gear as much as you want. But the biggest issue with the game, in my opinion, is that there is a gacha for Imagines. Every Imagine in the game can be crafted by free-to-play players, but the time sink is pretty absurd due to the daily drop limitations. I've been playing on CN server for a while, and on my main character, I have never pulled on the gacha even a single time with free-to-play currency or paid currency. I've never spent the gacha currency given to me either. I've just literally never pulled it. I didn't want to use it because I wanted to see how clearable the content is with a character that never uses the gacha on just principle alone, and I was able to get good enough Imagines to clear the end game raid. Now, I'm not saying gacha is justifiable, but if you can do it without gacha at all, then even unlucky players can still enjoy the game. I do, however, see potential issues with the future of raid content, since in every other MMO on the market, if you're gonna do World's First Race, everyone has best in slot gear and is on an even playing field, and to get true best in slot gear, like the very best possible in the game, you're probably gonna have to spend money, which is gonna make the world race feel really uneven for most people. So I do hope that in the future they run some events that make it easier to get best in slot, or just up the drop rates. Speaking of rates though, there is one saving grace. The rates on the gacha are not amazing, but you can buy Imagines on the player market from other people. So for example, if whales decide to sell a bunch of high tier Imagines, you can purchase them, which will help you gear up even as a free-to-play player. On the CN server, it is pretty pricey, but it's not out of reach for free-to-play players. But overall, people who do spend money will get ahead, and that is just kind of how it is for free-to-play MMOs these days. The TLDR is the world is run by the 1% in this game too. So you can have nice things if you save up. Imagines that may take you a long time to get are up for purchase on the player market, should players choose to sell them, and based on my experience with the CN servers, people will definitely be selling them. The player market in this game is interesting because prices aren't 100% up to players, but they are up to players within a decent margin of cost. Almost everything in this game is marketable, meaning everyone has a chance to get most cosmetics, and there are a lot of them. Like every other good MMO, fashion is endgame, meaning that you're probably gonna find ERPers, and it's up to you to look the most cool, hot, or deranged. Outfits and pieces are interchangeable and dyeable with multiple channels, so you can make the most ugly, abhorrent eyesore in anime gaming history and force everyone to look at it. Alternatively, you can make your character look very cute and spend thousands of dollars on art commissions. The biggest area for improvement on cosmetics is that I would like there to be more of them. Please put them everywhere in every piece of content and every
instead of using smog and like actually make the gear value the gear more. Get cosmetics.
Can. There's an outfit gacha for specific looks, but I don't really care about that because it doesn't affect how I play the game at all. There's no stats or anything for it.
That way I want it to be more like World of Warcraft, right? You have transmog, you can like
colors, face sculpts, and even
all the gear pieces, like actually
what options you have for the rest of customization. You can recustomize your character in-game with a ticket you can get with free-to-play currency, and beyond that, there's also even more unlockable hairstyles within the game and also on the market board. All of these customizable aspects within Star Resonance massively enhance the
Is it like that? I don't know.
Whether you're a solo player or someone playing with a guild. And there's no shortage of social content either. And no, I'm not talking about fishing, but there is fishing. There's a lot of fishing. There are major benefits to joining a guild, such as guild challenges and bonus rewards, and an exclusive guild shop that allows you to use guild-earned currency for extra goodies. One of the major bonuses for joining a guild is that if you play with guildmates in some content, it actually gives you bonus stats. And I guess as a side note, there's also customizable player-owned houses browsing, but I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even touched that. Having a guild can also be helpful for finding players for party-based content like dungeons or raids. The dungeon design in Star Resonance is interesting because they have different tiers of difficulty that yield different rewards, and the difficulty actually spikes by a lot. The higher you go, the more complex the mechanics become, requiring you to perform the mechanics given to you by your developer overlords or perish. And of course, the harder the content, the better the rewards. A lot of my viewers are gacha game players and know how it feels to have a stamina system for gear, and the good news here is that there is no stamina for grinding out dungeon gear. You can run dungeons infinitely for rewards and use all of that gear on your different classes. The only thing where there is a weekly limit on is your raids, which is a pretty normal thing for an MMO. Speaking of which, I've actually done the normal version of the first endgame raid on the CN server. This is the easiest
for the
version,
rewards,
and
at least.
it has actual mechanics, which I'll be honest, aren't very difficult, but they're more complex than anything I've seen in other anime MMOs, since those are usually gacha games. The main difference in difficulty is that in Star Resonance, you can't just swipe until you can one-shot the boss or kill them in like 3 seconds.
Boss, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20.
Doesn't work that way. Even if you get the best imagines possible, the stat differences are not going to be so significant that you can just roll all content. You still have to do all the mechanics. And even in the normal version of the raid, if you screw up the mechanics, it can result in a party wipe and a reset. There are 2 more tiers of difficulty above the one that I played, with new mechanics,
Good
less
shit,
telegraphs,
ain't
and
no
more
freaking
punishing fail
noob
states.
shit.
And you have no idea how happy I am about that. Going back to the topic of limitations, though, there is
Mechanics
a
for
stamina
life.
system. I know, I'm not a fan either. This system is for your open world skills like mining, smithing,
That skill costs stamina, the real...
etc. You can actually farm these infinitely too, but the tradable and extra useful materials for things like gear upgrades, gem slotting, and alchemy are all tied to your 400 daily stamina, which caps at 2,000, so you can miss 5 days without overcapping. This sort of thing prevents bots from flooding the market with items, which is oftentimes a problem in free-to-play MMOs, but overall I do wish that the stamina system just didn't exist, since it can become a barrier to overall player enjoyment when they can't progress as quickly as they'd like. But with that said, it hasn't stopped me from enjoying every second of this game that I've played. I don't think Star Resonance is a perfect game, but it's also a game that competes with MMOs that have been on the market for over 10 years, and in some cases 20. Every new MMORPG suffers from the same issues. They don't use a subscription model so that the game is more accessible to players, but it requires they put more monetization in. There isn't enough content at launch because people are used to having multiple expansions worth of things to go through. And, of course, many new MMORPGs lock power behind a paywall and make the content unenjoyable for new and free-to-play players. But Star Resonance has shown promise in every single one of those directions, and honestly, as far as the monetization stuff is concerned, I don't even really think it's that big of a problem. From my 200 hours of playtime, my biggest complaints have been about there being gacha in the game and about daily crafting and gathering stamina, but the game has been incredibly enjoyable for me, and the endgame content
That's what I've been worried about.
Worth it. The feeling that I got when playing this game for the first time was nostalgic, not in that
like
the
gathering,
feel old,
exploration,
but more so
part
in
of
that
it.
it gave me the excitement of starting a brand new long-term adventure, and reminded me of the most fun times I've had raiding.
It's about the journey, guys,
I
right?
have so much to say that I don't think I can fit into this video, so I ended up just writing a list of things I love about the game and things that I need improvement. In my opinion, the things that need improvement are the daily commissions are very repetitive, excessively so for an MMO. There are always daily quests in MMOs, but you get a lot of repeats. There's a gacha and therefore pay for progress. You can convert real money to in-game money via the player market board, which doesn't really affect anything long-term since you can still get everything as a free-to-play player, but it just kind of feels bad. Life skilling is fake infinite. You can infinitely farm nodes, but you won't get the important progression items every time unless you spend stamina. And lastly, tanks are too strong, and they don't rely on healers enough. Healers are not very complex to play due to the lack of the tab targeting system, and honestly, as a tank, I've just kind of never died. Like, it's just never happened. There are some negatives, and it can feel overwhelming, but I don't want to pretend problems don't exist just for the sake of confirmation bias. Overall, the positives way outweigh the negatives for me, because the gameplay feels genuinely amazing compared with other games.
Okay, so even if the positives overweigh the negative, if they still fix like the small negative things, all the positive things would be even more positive, right?
games in its genre. The mobility is fantastic. The game is completely free to play, meaning anyone
if
can
it's an
play
8
it on their mobile device or
out of 10,
PC,
it will be
and
a
it has a sub
11
equivalent
out of
option,
10.
which is
10 out of
basically
10,
just the
right?
battle pass. If you like
Like
sub-based
the small
MMOs and
details.
you want more resources, the battle pass is the way to go.
Thanks.
There's infinite grind for dungeon gear. You can do content infinitely. There's complexity to all of the classes that are different places.
When this comes out, right, and everyone will grow, there's gonna be so much information
Styles and skill expression.
to,
It
like,
has complex and interesting
gather.
boss mechanics. Most of the social content in the game can be done
So
solo.
many
Some of, if
opinions.
not most of, the shop items can be gained through free-to-play means or by trading. The endgame raid content is challenging. There is an auto battle option for people who are not as good at using their mobile device but still want to play. But the best part is that it's not as strong as using manual input, which means that skill expression and playing the game yourself actually matters. And the most important thing of all of these
I
is
did
that
not want to hear that though.
gameplay in the game is locked behind a paywall. As a free-to-play player, all gachas
Just for mobile,
can be
right?
crafted, and a majority of the gachas are on
Oh,
the
damn, I
market
hope.
board for you to just buy from whales who get extras that they want to sell. On top of that, you are going to get free-to-play currency, so it's not like the gacha is completely inaccessible to you. But as I've mentioned before, I've been playing on CN, and I've never pulled the gacha a single time, and I already cleared endgame raid. So do with that information what you will. Overall, guys, the movement and the gameplay feels amazing and improves as you level up. Everything from a gameplay perspective is super polished. The boss fights are engaging, and playing with friends is an incredible experience. I was gonna make this video regardless of whether or not I got sponsored, because this is just a game I've been very excited about for a long time, and man did it deliver. With that said, I'd highly recommend you guys check out Blue Protocol Star Resonance, and you can pre-register using my link down in the description and pinned.
Jag är så nyfiken. Var det någon som sa glädje? För mycket.
Laser. Balls. Yeah, why did I even? First, I tried to use as many as possible, but IL. Like GUI. That is definitely wrong, but quill? What does quill even mean?
Trivs. Plötsligt händer det. Nu med dubbelt så många tv-vinster.
Why do you even...
Hello everyone, this
Bro, what? Why is it even... Bro. Ugh. Delete that game. What? Delete it. Gee. Oh. Why does it even... I never asked for it to download the fucking game. There we go. And we update Silk Song. Bam, there we go.
This is your daily dose of internet. I guess some clubs
I think.
in Japan will tell you how many men and women are inside so you know before you go in.
No. It's too much. They wouldn't even let us in. They'll let him in. What? They would not let us in this.
A plane had to make an emergency landing on this highway.
People that follow me on Twitter, can I run off tonight? How many people unfollow me as I push my live tweet?
Eso.
I love that instead of pulling her over, he decided to just argue with her.
You wasn't gonna let me over? I was trying to get. I had enough time. You could have eased up. You could have let me over. You could have let me over, sir.
This police officer saved this dog that was stuck inside during a house fire, but the dog refused to leave until he put on the leash.
Got him. Hey, buddy, come on. Come on. You're a good boy.
This delivery robot needs to go to jail.
Since when did they even start with those robots?
It's legal to use roads to take off and land planes. These people use their planes.
It's only
as a
in
quick stop
America,
at a
right?
Restaurant.
Typical American thing. Believe.
This poor bird is addicted to scrolling on their phone.
Smooth.
This dog's eyes gets wide open every time they get their nails cut.
What?
For some scary reason, all these birds took over this parking lot.
Oh hell no. That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. Run fast.
This diver found a shark that loves a good massage. There was a big storm and water started gushing out of this tree.
Not every day you see this. I think SA Water got a problem.
The tree is pinging.
Upplev Leo Jackpot. En exklusiv jackpot hos Leo Vegas. Nu uppe i
Pause. What?
Bang!
So someone is probably getting fired for this.
He did that on purpose.
Bubba, do you like it when Mommy does an accent? Do you like it? Yeah.
What about when Daddy does on exit? Do you like it? Oh.
This guy got himself a new earring. This cop was trying to stop this donkey that was on the loose.
Good little donkey. Little donkey.
Oh my god, dude. You're stuck.
Is that a police officer?
Why was he acting like he couldn't leave? He felt embarrassed saying bye to his mom, so his friend stepped up.
Bye, Avery. I love you. Love you.
This person captured the moment.
So you saw it coming, right? Like, you know, just looking for a new Steam game.
Captured the moment when this plane was struck by lightning.
What's on your mind, Trev?
This guy is way too confident in his driving abilities.
What games are you interested in? Except for like MMO. RuneScape. Bro, I
This elephant decided
couldn't
to
like find the name of the game. What?
Their cat was terrified of the new high-tech litter box that they bought.
DG Insurance, what? Action games. Oh wait, don't you have like
A photographer in Puerto Rico captured some rare red sprite lightning on camera.
Dying Light, right? Dying Beast or whatever it's called.
I think this cat found the entrance to the back rooms.
It's yesterday or like 2 days ago. A few days.
This cat was a little scared of his dance moves.
Yeah, that's weird. What?
I see you're a man of me like I'm always in.
She panicked because she thought the plastic toy alligator by the pool was a real one.
Amor, tranquila. Es de mentira.
So I have no idea how something like this even happens. This cat somehow figured out a way to drink water via Bluetooth.
What game are you trying to get, Trev? What type of game are you looking for? Looking at.
So how was the cameraman able to find them so quickly?
You know, I've been laying here with the kitten.
Yeah, that's insane. What? How? Like, aimbot.
That is the end of this video.
Ouch.
I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Later. Alligator. I'm up. Continue with silk song. Silk that song in the bong trong dong clong. I am getting closer and closer to beating this game. When I thought I beat it, I was just like half done. Just achievements. I don't have these. Acquire, see the cars, map each area, see the hunters movement. I have that one, no? Let's go follow the lost police and receive the final gift. It's hidden, hidden, hidden. Ooh. Complete the game in under 5 hours. Speedrunning shit. Okay. I will not 100% that game. That's one thing for. Be tough. Like 50 hours. What? Oh boy, I've been playing this game. Really. Okay, so I got that one, that one. This one is probably down here. I gotta go up this way. I don't know. Maybe. I do want to find this one though. Find this piece of nugget. Let's find him. Probably this way, right? Okay, wait, pause, what? Shadow of War? I have no clue what that is. I have no idea. What did Lord of the Rings? Isn't that the Shadow of Mordor or Mordor type? Maybe I know what it. That's an old game, if I'm correct. Okay, how do I? I think I will lose my mind with these bosses. I actually think. Boom! Wait, what's first one? Shadow War. Oh, yeah, then I think I know which one it is. Wait. This is not the right path. What is... Oh, how do I get... I don't get it. Why am I using? False. Hmm. Oh man, this is gonna be a challenge. Okay, black story before the birth fell and I Asia by the price collect some historical items. Okay, but of course it can be a simple. Okay, let's go home. Let's go to the collector. The world is really in. Wait, can I buy some? Personals.
Buenera.
This dude. Earn them in.
That's fine.
Yes. Boom! That's a lot. Nice. I departed my paper respective grades within the grade wood pretty much. Okay, something. Assemble, yes. What's this? Constructed a far side. State of the world can be sensed. Complete quantity will be. Oh. Still things I'm missing, huh? A lot. I'm missing a lot. Okay. Well, I'm not done yet. Okay, so cauldron. I don't believe there's anything there. Go to the shop. Oh, everything. It's different. There you go. Music, and you'll soon hear its function. Play a song. It does sense of full bright if you're planning on performing or a crowd. Just pull out a nice language to find through the planet. Hold a lot of silk for yourself. I'm missing one. 5, 6, 7. Spy. Ooh. 2 birds, 1 stone. I've doubled my silk. Okay, so Weaver device resonate with music played to amplify and enhance a performance. Expand the strength to the effects of the needle.
Buenera.
Okay. Return to Citadel stage beside Whisper. Alter home at the far edge. Plus steps in. How do I get to it? How do I get to it? Down? That's a string. Look at it. Is it showing me the way? Bro. Ooh. Died from a freaking frick. It doesn't even feel like I need. Should not be needing that. Whoa, nothing. So I have to go down even more. Pause. No! Bro. Ow. Why do I even need that one? Expand the strength effects, blah 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 blah. Travel to the Pinterest home at the far edge of blasted steps and acceptors. At the far edge? Over there, huh? Okay. I don't know. I still possess Rain to act. I will not allow the end to come to pass. Ooh, wait, that's okay. I actually don't know how to get to it. I don't know. And it is bothering me. Real so. Okay, wait, I wanna see. I'm just curious. These freaking... Where do they go? I thought maybe I am smart, you know. Maybe I find it. Where is it? Wait. Okay. While I'm here. Okay. Macaroni, what? Is that what I want to look for? What? I get it. Wheel. Coming from below, right? There it is. am confused. I can't get to that one, I can't get to that one, I can't get to that one, so meaning I need to go to that one to be able to do that one. Blast. Let's do that quest. Accept the challenge. Do the quest. Let's do the quest. Let's do the quest. Why do I even want... Wait, is that the one? Yes, it is. That one. That one. That one. Where is it? It's still a... Blasted steps. Let's go. Go, chat. Oh man. Bro, you can even see. Oh, I departed to scale Forest Street Mount. If any bikes is brave enough to match my pain's fail resolve, then climb and face me upon its stormward side. Storm Ward site. What? Okay. That doesn't tell me. Shh. Oh, how do I get to the bosses? First of all, I will do this one. By that, I need. Yeah, I don't like that these even exist. Okay. Climbing begins, chat. I got a bad feeling. Oh, I got a bad feeling. Oh. Rest. Uh-oh. I'm going back in time. I walked away from it. Let's go back. How would I find the other two? What? Why does that bother me a lot? Wait. Third time is a charm, huh? Third time's a charm. Dum, da-dum, dum. Dum, da-dum, dum. Good stuff. Come on. Boom, boom. Whoa! This is sick. Freaking amazing. Whoa! Yeah, I got slashed in all directions. Even more? Okay, so you jump as well. Bro, what is going on? Okay, what happens now? This looks tough. It's something different. Definitely is. It's a challenge in itself. And yeah. Do I have to redo it? Do I have to redo it? We'll see. I guess I do. Bro, if that's... I have to redo it all. This is... a challenge. I think I have to. Oh, hell no, bro, what? I had to... And in the end, there's probably gonna be a boss that will make me forget who I am. Guaranteed. Bro! I have to read. Nah, man. Nah. What is this? Whoa. This one, Coral Tower. Then what the frick is that one? And what the frick is frick. Yeah. Imagine having patience for this. One more try. One more. Just one more. Bro, these are the worst. These are the freaking worst. Tower, how far can you go? How far can you go? How far can... Come on. And I miss it. Ouch. What is going on, man? Fuck this. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm in the solos, I'm unfair, defeat her in battle, return to sit on the stage beside the Whispering Walls. Find pieces. I don't know what's happening with me today, but I do not have the patience. I don't know what. I do not. So I gotta climb that shit. Where's that? The Whispering Vault. Huh? Return to the citadel stage beside the Whisper. What stage? Oh. Let's go. I ain't got time for that shit. Ain't got time for that. Ain't got time for that. Time for that. Time for that. Wee. 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 The stage. Okay, wait, let's take this one first. Stage. You might want to follow Joseph. I'm cooked. Okay, wait. First of all, didn't I... Why should I do... Since I've already done it. Boss fights, and even more boss fights. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What? No. I don't understand though. It's already defeated him. Why do I need to do it again? I don't get it. Sorry, chat. Today's not the day. Fuck that. Oh, I can't do it. All those comments were right. Who's gonna tell him? Fuck it. Oh, how do I do it? Sorry to disappoint, chat. But yeah, I did rage quit. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is it? How do I? Fuck is that? Now these fucking bots come up with bro your stream with bro, what the fuck is that? New shit. Ban. Save that one. Better images. Chat, do you guys ever feel like, I don't know, how do you even describe it? Like so overwhelmed that it's like field around you is like, you know? It's like pushing everything away to like feel like calm down in a certain way. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's a nice weather though. And yeah, I will actually, I think I've been pushing Silksong a little bit too much. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, blue pro rock. Freaking flies. Ninth. Oh wait. What happens if you pre-register? And why is everything lagging? Low? Pre-register for what? Highly anticipated mobile programs for closed beta. Home. Do you get anything from pre-read? Don't, right? I got a fly in my room, and the worst animals ever born are flies. Literally. Why can't I scroll down? I could before. But every time you know, you got these whips kind of things, right? Every time I hold one, I always break them. So. Oh. Hold on. All your friends adventure together. Pre-click, pre-register, join, share event on Twitter, invite one friend, join us on Discord. Wait, what? And you can win a controller, a gaming chair, gaming keyboard, mouse, bro. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sick. Lottery draw, milestone. Boom, 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 boom. Pre-register milestone class. Arc style stone. What is this? Heavy Guardian. Why can't I? Okay. Wait, continent. The lost battle site of Andros Landing. Towering ruin. That looks sick. Azores region. Arniman. Arnima. Misthoen. I like that. I like that. Valley raid and reap your rewards. Welcome to regulars. Let's see. We're in this together. All in this together. What we know. Explore the open world. Yeah, I gotta do that. That's the worst. Is equivalent to like hurting your little toe in like a corner or something. Almost. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care what platform you're streaming. I don't care how long you've been streaming. I want to engage with everyone on your platform. Why is that so hard for me to believe? Either way.
You're talking about. You're just an OTK fanboy, and I'm sorry, no one watches them anymore besides bots. Why is this camp PG-13? Previous.
Wow. What was Camp P? Was that like just a trip for everyone to like get away, all streamers and stream and do camp stuff, right? Look at the sunset. Well, nature is my best friend. We all need nature, man. Nature. Nature. If I took your hand tonight, know you're all that I want beside. How much
my gosh, bro. My life is movie, bro. Oh, my life is movie. We made it, Tata. Oh my gosh, we made it. That's how you feel. Yo, I touched
Hollywood.
What have you found?
Hollywood, 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 Wood, Hollywood.
Okay, well.
Wood, Hollywood, Wood, Hollywood, Hollywood, Hollywood.
Oh, how's it going?
What if they vote us off today?
Okay, wait. I just want a Z. Like pre-register. Let's go. Have I done this? Create an account. Bro, I tried to log in. GG's. All that you want this time. I'm not baby. Why do they tell me how I to write my password? What? I ain't gonna listen to that. Is it that one? I don't know. I believe it is. They are really telling me burn in freaking oh. I don't get it. Wait, so I can I had to redo it all. Oh, this day is literally going shit to pieces. Everything's going but boom, bam, brr. That's how it is. Bam, send the freaking code. So I can have a normal ass password, but I can't have my normal password because my normal password is a better password than my other password that is easier. Yeah. I give up. I give up, chat. Not my day for sure. Trav be like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Success, that makes no sense. How can a stronger password not be allowed when creating an account? Okay, look, bam. Draw. I think this is a scam. Because it landed on the gaming chair. One, two, three, four, five. Yep. That is a scam. I don't know. Maybe it's not. It would. How do I? Update streamer mode. Bow, 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 bow. Have I watched this?
Du kan känna den svenska mjukheten. Lambi.
Horse gaming? Reacting to? I don't know.
Omen Max 16 gaming laptop.
Well, after this, in 20 minutes I have.
And carry more. Learn more at omen.com.
Yo, wait. I'm gonna delete that game. Uninstall. Valorant. Uninstall. Bam. Bam. There we go. Perfect. Perfection.
Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back. Today we got a special early look at Blue Protocol Star Resonance.
Yes.
This is an upcoming MMORPG officially releasing to the West later this year. The game combines many traditional MMO features. You got open zones, there's group content.
It's an MMO, which means it can't be running that heavy on the computer, right? Or can it? Minimum. Recommended. Ah, shit. I got a 1070 though. Maybe. We'll see.
With dungeons, various boss fights and raids,
Ninth.
along with plenty of side activities, social events, and areas to explore, all with this Japanese anime styling and plenty of anime story in it to boot. Now for the upcoming release, they held a special preview event and have sponsored today's video. If you are interested in anything that you see here today, there is links available below. I got to play about 15 hours in total, certainly far from anywhere near finishing the game, not even close, but it did give me a nice introduction to many of the game's various systems, features, content, and activities, and that is what we're going to be taking a look at here today. So let's jump in and check out Blue Protocol Star Resonance. It all starts, of course, with character creation. You get to pick how you look. There's tons of different customization options here with sliders for all of the usual stuff. You got your face, your body proportions, your hair, and the various coloring of everything in between. They've also got a few presets. You can kind of pick one of these as where you're going to start, and then further tailor things from there however you like. Now, after deciding how you want your character to look, it's time to pick a class. And there's actually quite a
Verdant Oracle, Healer, Heavy Guardian, Tank, Marksman, Frost Mage, Shield Knight. No, wait, Heavy Guardian, Shield. Wind Knight. So, wait, they've added new? Soul Musician is like a bard, right?
A few options here. The game has a fair lot of choices. These are broken up into 3 separate categories. It's essentially the Holy Trinity. They refer to them as guard, support, and attack. In other words, this is your tank, your healers, and your damage dealers. So for attack, there is the Marksman, the Frost Mage, the Wind Knight, and the Storm Blade. Support has Verdant Oracle, as well as the Soul Musician. And then for guard, they've got the Heavy Guardian and the Shield Knight. Now, I went with the last option there, picking the Shield Knight as to my eye. It basically looked like a paladin theming character, which is something I personally like playing as, and then I was off. Me and my character jumped into the game, and things begin with you waking up inside of your bedroom located in the heart of the game's major city. This acts as the central hub. It is a densely populated area. There are loads of vendors and NPCs for questing, professions, and many of the game's various numerous activities. You're going to regularly be coming back to this town throughout all of your time with the game, not only for quests, but also for just the various things you want to do. So you wake up to immediately be tasked with assisting some friends with a problem that they're having. Big surprise. You're going to be spending then the next handful of hours progressing through the main story quest, meeting all sorts of new characters and unraveling mysteries, while also in the process being introduced to the game's many different systems and content types while being sent out into these open, explorable spaces. Now, beyond its visuals, the game takes heavy inspiration from anime in its storytelling as well. You've got a lot of cutscenes with all these over-the-top moments, crazy, dramatic boss battles, and loads of dialogue between characters. Even during one-off side missions, there's a lot of back and forth between you and the NPCs you're speaking with. In fact, I think for like the first 3 or 4 hours, it almost felt like playing a single-player anime story-driven game, more so than it being an MMO. Although that quickly changed after completing the main story quest of the first region, when things just really opened up. And I kind of felt like I had more to do all the different types of contents. But yeah, there's a lot of anime storytelling here. If you're into that, there's certainly plenty on offer. But again, it is an MMO as well, and with that comes a rather large assortment of content types and things to do. So let's take a look at those. Starting with like the game's structure. So this is what I would refer to as an open zone game. You've got multiple large zones to explore, and each of those individual zones are open. There's a lot of verticality and depth to the space, but there are loading screens as you move from
Wait, is that main quest?
From one zone to the next. So you got your big major town, that's all open, and then you're going to load into the first adjacent zone. Then you've got that big adjacent zone, which is all open, with several exits leading directly to other zones adjacent to that one that have a loading screen before you're back in an open space. Now, the large capital city, this is again a
lätt att njuta prisvärt. Med Vintets nya elektronikkategori kan du känna igen, med inga dolda säljavgifter igen.
very big space. It's got all your major vendors and NPCs for the questing, the profession, as well as queuing up for the various types of activities. And then connected to that main city, the first zone is Asteria Plains, and then off of Asteria Plains, you've got Windhowl Canyon, Everfall Forest, Dust Dye Woods, and then located off to the side, somewhere like in the ocean, is the Skimmer's Lair. Now, in addition to the main story quest, there's also a whole bunch of side stories, guide stories, world stories, region stories, and event quests, along with the slew of content types and various Dust Dye Woods, and then located off to the side, somewhere like in the ocean, is the Skimmer's Lair. Now, in addition to the main story quest, there's also a whole bunch of side stories, guide stories, world stories, region stories, and event quests, along with the slew of content types and various objectives and tasks that you have. All of this takes you throughout the open zones. So you're going out there to go through the main story quest, and in the process, you might come across some side content activities or just fight some NPCs that are out there, populating the space. But then also all of these different types of content are located at particular spots. But before we jump into the content types, I want to reiterate here, like, these zones have a whole lot of verticality. There's a lot of height and depth to these areas. And to go along with that, the game actually has quite a lot of different traversal options for navigating the space. So you don't just have a single jump, you don't just have a double jump, you can actually do 5 simultaneous jumps, one after the other. Then in addition to that, you've got the ability to dash, you can run up walls, you can also hang from the walls just by stopping mid-run, you've got the ability to hover mid-air, and the game has a gliding/flying mechanic. It's mostly gliding, but there are various updrafts and wind tunnels that essentially have you given the ability to fly across the map, or at the very least, you can take an updraft really high and then glide your way down using some momentum to get to pretty much wherever you want. But then also, they've got like this sprinting, jumping mini game at one point as you're going through the progression. You eventually unlock this. And the way it works is, like, once you land, there is a bar that fills up. And if you time it properly, this is going to propel you up and forward, giving you momentum. And then when you land again, there is another bar. And again, you time it properly within the sweet spot. You hit jump again, and you're going to go flying, and you're going to do a somersault, and you're going to leap forward. It's a really interesting way to handle traversal rather than just like having a walking speed and then a flat sprinting speed. They have like a sprinting/jumping mini game.
Take
Once
away
you unlock
the
it, you're constantly engaging with
purpose
it. You're never just
of
doing the normal sprint. Like, there is a walk speed and a sprint
Well,
speed.
fly
But
mouse or
eventually,
not.
once you unlock
Maybe-
this
maybe
mini game,
not.
the whole time you're moving, you're doing this mini game of trying to time the bar and jumping forward, because it just makes you so much faster. There are also mounts in the game. Now, I only had access to the starter mount, but presumably some of these mounts will be much faster maybe than the sprinting, jumping mini game, and eventually you'll just use those. And then to go along with all of these different, like, because again, you've got 5 jump ability, you've got dashing, wall running, hovering, flying, gliding, the updrafts, and then the sprinting mini game that has you jumping and leaping forward. So you got a lot of traversal options here, and with that, there are various traversal challenges in the game. You'll just come across these little yellow orbs, and when you interact with them, it basically starts the mini game where you go around collecting the yellow orbs. They're going to take you up, over, and around things, having you crossing gaps and flying to areas or whatever. Collect all the orbs, get yourself a prize at the end. This is just something you come across as you're exploring. Also, while exploring, there are a lot of different collectibles in the environment. You're going to see treasure chests of different rarities all over the place. And then there are also gathering professions with ores,
It's
plates,
like
and gems that you're going to find.
they make it
Although you
worth
can't initially harvest these, you actually have to unlock them
exploring.
in the life skills profession. Kind of, you basically have a currency, you spend that currency to pick what life skills that you want to focus on. Now, being an action MMO, there is, of course, combat in the game. It's an action-based combat game. You've got a basic attack plus whatever your class's several abilities are. Now, once again, I picked what was basically the Paladin class, or as it's referred to here as the Shield Knight. It is a defensive-focused tanking class that uses a sword and a shield. So beyond the basic attack, I have, for example, a Shield Bash, which would increase my defenses. I have a Cleave attack that does damage in an area in front of me, but also builds up my class's resources. And then I've also got the ability to throw a shield that spins around me, damaging anything it hits. I can use some of my class resource to drop a consecration effect on the ground. This not only damages enemies, but also heals myself or any allies.
Yeah, he's going through a lot.
And then I have an ultimate, which just basically drastically increases both my tankiness as well as allowing me to dish out more damage in a window of time. Now, those are the abilities that I'm currently using, but there is a larger list. I would say about double that, or maybe a third of what I'm actively using of other potential abilities that I could also be using. You just only have so many slots that you can fill, so you pick the abilities that you want, and then all of that stuff can be further leveled and enhanced, but we'll get to that in progression. Now, beyond your basic attack and your class abilities, you also have the ability to call forth the spirit of creatures that you've captured, basically, with each of them having their own unique attacks and abilities. There's a large roster
that
of
comes from
potential
Withering Waves.
They're basically just new abilities, but the animation is you're summoning a creature, and the creature itself does the ability for you. Now,
no,
let's
that
get
game
into the
does
content.
it.
Like I said, there's a lot of different
Capturing a lot of
types
like
and activities,
souls,
things to
like
do in this
shit,
game.
right?
All of it basically works towards
Using
power
the
progression
S.
with the different types of content, granting rewards, currencies, and resources that will fuel into the many various progression paths that this game has. Remember,
It's
it is
similar
a
to
free-to-play
it, at
MMO.
least.
So you can expect a lot of progression, a lot of resources, a lot of grinding that fuels into all of that stuff. And engaging in the different content types gives you different rewards depending on what it is you're trying to pump up, more or less here. Okay, so for content types, first we've got the Bureau Commissions. These are just basically like daily quests. They ask you to complete different challenges, mini games, and or combat encounters. Now these activities will actually be out in the open zones at some set location. So you first accept the commission, and then you head to the location where you will either engage with some NPC or some object.
Bro, you won't even need a mount.
Area, and then that begins the event. Some examples
can fly
of
in
events that I've
parkour
done
like that.
are like dodge the robots. You got robots coming at you from every direction. You have to try to avoid getting hit, or crossing invisible bridges. These are actually kind of one of my favorites. You're going to be like, you're going to be up in the sky. There will be a path in front of you, but you will only see certain blocks, and then periodically the entire bridge will light up where you can see how it actually where it actually is, and then it will go invisible again, and you'll have to remember where those tiles were so you don't fall to the ground. And then there's also just like basic combat encounters where it's going to ask you to fight off waves of enemies and then defeat a boss at an end. Either survive this or try to do it quickly within a set time period. Now beyond those Bureau Commissions, you also have what is called Unit X, this research facility. Sounds a little convoluted. It's really just a building.
What's your protein ritual?
Profile.
Everybody needs protein. Every body wants Profile.
Isn't protein in meat and whatnot? You get the protein. Why don't just eat a freaking steak? Right? Protein.
Where you can queue up for dungeon runs and or boss fights. So this building is located in the main city, kind of like to the northwest a little bit. And it's just, yeah, you can directly load into the game's various dungeon runs and boss encounters. So while I was playing, there were 6 static dungeons on the top of the platform, and you just walk up to it, you interact with it. That lets you pick to run that particular dungeon. You'll then select the difficulty that you want from 3
Why don't I like that?
and then you will load in. One nice
takes
feature
away,
they
like,
have is you can actually matchmake to get real other players, or if you
I would want to see like a dungeon icon on the map, like dungeon, where you take your party, like World of Warcraft Classic. Oh shit, sorry, Classic for example. You take your party, you run to the dungeon, you queue it up outside the dungeon, you form a party, whatnot. Not, yeah.
Solo, you'll just be given a group of AI
It's so
companions.
simple.
So if, like, I was running in as a tank and I queued in solo,
This is
and
too
then I just
simple.
got like a few damage
take
dealers
video.
and a healer automatically tossed into my party, and we just did the dungeon, right? I didn't have to wait for a queue, didn't have to wait for other real people.
Makes it more
whatever. They're
entertaining
fairly
and
typical
fulfilling
MMO
to
dungeon
like
encounters. You clear
progress
through various
to the
rooms,
dungeon,
taking out trash
form a
bags of
party.
enemies, and then there's some final boss fight at the very end. The dungeons themselves
Social
are also,
aspect.
they are out in the world, like
game,
they have static locations in
and
each
then
of
to
the
actually
game's
complete the
zones.
dungeon.
In fact, you will first encounter and run these dungeons while you're playing through the main story quest, but then after that, you can just freely load into them directly from this Unit X building in the town. And then also in the front of the facility, so on the top platform are the entrances to the dungeons, but on the front was these rotating encounters referred to as unstable space, and these offered what appear to be enhanced challenge versions of one of the dungeons or just a single boss encounter that you can queue up for some bonus extra rewards. Then they've got what they refer to as Stimmin Vaults. This is basically a tower climb challenge. There are both solo and group variants here. This consists of 60 separate floors of ever increasingly difficult encounters. The floors unlock as each season progresses, so I think it's by the week. The first first 2 weeks there's like 20 floors available, and then it goes up to the 40 and the 60. So you go through, you clear a floor before the timer expires, and then you're able to progress into the next one. And again, this can be done solo or in a group. They've also got open world hunts with a few different variants here. So there are elite hunts and then boss hunt challenges, and these are basically exactly what you think they would be. You've got this large roster of both elite enemies and bosses that are just out in the world. They're just located in the zones, right? So you track the one that you want the reward for, you go out to the location where it's marked, you find and eliminate it, and then you collect the reward that you were after. So I was able to go out pretty easily and take the elites down. They seemed pretty clearly soloable. The bosses were not, at least for my character and or my power level. Now maybe this is something that if you have one of the damage focused characters and you happen to be highly geared or even over geared, maybe you could take out this bosses solo.
Same as item level.
I just wasn't dealing enough damage. I actually could tank a lot of the bosses.
Max level,
damage,
item level, power.
I mean, maybe I could have done it, but it would have taken like 60 minutes for me to work down the boss's health. I was just nowhere close to having enough damage to deal with this boss. So it's probably something that particular classes or once you reach a certain gear level you can do. But in my experience, in the time that I played, I couldn't even take out the first boss that was on the list. It's just putting out that out there. And then they also have full-on world bosses. From what I can tell, these are very large and absolutely require a group. From what I saw, they have the recommended number of players to tackle this challenge at 20 people. So really curious to see these. I don't think this was an option in the playtest though, because I just didn't see a lot of people at all. I went to the boss location and I was like, there's nobody else here, so this is just definitely absolutely not going to happen. They've got class trials, which I thought were really cool. Essentially, these are aimed at letting you practice your class's role and mechanics in the PvE setting, giving you a particular task to complete within this arena, and there's one for each of the 3 roles. So for strength, guardian, and support, which again, that's just damage, tank, and healing, and there are 30 different levels to each path. So for example, again, I was playing as the guardian or the tank role, so I would load into the arena and then I'd be asked to either draw aggro away from my teammates, or to survive huge boss attacks without my health dropping below a certain level, or to drag mobs into my allies' damage dealing abilities, or to face huge boss cone attacks away from the rest of my team. Basically, it's like teaching you the mechanics of the role in these group contents. And again, they have that for the damage dealers, the tanks, and the healers. 30 levels. Pretty cool stuff. They've got the life skills in this game as well. Gathering and crafting professions. Tons for pretty much all of what you expect. Go out there, harvest resources, use those resources to make various gear and items and weapons and all of that. Potions. They've got alchemy. They also have fishing in the game. You'll come across various weapons.
What if you got a limited amount of harvesting? Like, what if you want to do alchemy? Then you want to do gemology, botany. You want to, like, you're limited to probably like only one.
And all of that, potions. They've got alchemy. They also have fishing in the game. You'll come across various spots, obviously near the water, while you're out in the world.
Will it drain the
highlighted area? You
by
go
fishing
there,
as well?
hit the I want to fish icon, and then it's going to have you fishing. You got a % chance to get up all sorts of different rarity fishes, which you'll use for other stuff. They also have a lot of different social events. Like the game literally has a built-in sync to dancing with other people who are nearby button. So there'll be certain areas and certain time periods where there's like a whole bunch of music playing and people can go over there and you can all sync up your dancing. Apparently this is a big cute thing that they do. They put it in a lot of their marketing. Not really for me personally, but if you want to do some like social synchronized dancing with the other people in your party or just on your server, that's a thing in this game, and it's like all over the place. Progression systems. So this is kind of what you're going to expect. There's a lot of different ways to progress through the game. Everything will be collected and or crafted when it comes to gear and the means of enhancing
inventory gearing type shit.
Like this. So you got your equipment, weapons, armor, and
advanced
various
abuse locked, mastery turn for 4.
So you got your equipment.
Locked. Why is that one locked? Refining will grant refined attribute.
Weapons, armor, and various accessories. You've got class skills, so every class has a certain amount available. Like I said, you pick from those the one that you want based on your available hotbar slots. There's also those creatures that you can summon. Those are referred to as battle imagines, and those aid in combat. And for both your equipment, so your gear, your weapons and accessories, as well as your skills, you are able to level and enhance this stuff through several means, making you progressively stronger, requiring various resources and currencies gathered from playing the different types of content. So like I mentioned, all those different types of content that I mentioned, there will be certain ones of those that reward very specific things for upgrading a very specific thing. So like if you want to upgrade your gear, you're going to get the currency to upgrade your gear from doing one of a few different.
Why waste another summer not loving your body?
With Base 44, we turned that question into a successful business.
Activity types, and that works for all of the progression, for upgrading your gear, for upgrading your class skills. There are also modules, which are just like passive stat boosts that you get, and those can be enhanced. And then you also have a talent tree as part
that was
of
the parkour thing,
so
right?
It's pretty simple. You level up, you get points, and you spend those points, and it actually comes in the form of a currency. You spend that currency. There's a base class tree that rewards various passives to increase your effectiveness in combat, your damage dealing, and your healing. But then there's also, once that base tree is full, you get to pick from one of two further specializations that cater to different play styles. Yeah, you go down your base tree. Once that tree is full, you then pick a specializing tree. And again, it's one of those things where like you will get, there's two resources for upgrading some of the better nodes, and the second resource is harder to come by, and again requires you to go out and do a very specific type of content to get that resource, or engage with the game's various currency exchanges and all of that, because again, this is a free-to-play MMO. There is also housing in the game. There's quite a lot of options for customizing how your personal space looks. You can even invite people in to check out your home and like hang out in there, do whatever. And again, being that this is a free-to-play MMO, it of course has the expected store, and that store includes pretty much all of the same stuff that other free-to-play MMOs nowadays have. So yes, of course, they're gonna sell cosmetics. They'll have different cosmetics, and the valuable ones, the ones that they think are more appealing to the consumers, are gonna be the ones that cost more, right? But then they also have various resources and currencies that you can get. There are convenience
as long as it's not pay to win.
That they do in fact do this monthly subscription alternative. They refer to it as the monthly card, and by purchasing that, you get 30 days of boost to a bunch of stuff, like increase to your storage, reduction in your taxes that you have to pay, and daily bonus rewards of just like you just get currencies every day that you will use to spend on various things, the cash shop or otherwise. They also, of course, as you probably expect, there is a cosmetic gacha system called the Wish. This has you spending a currency where you roll for a random chance to pull one of X, however many cosmetics are in the particular prize pool. And they do the whole thing where they list out, they're like, here are all the prizes, here's the % chance to get each of the different kinds. And again, it's a cosmetic gacha. It's exactly what you think it is. Now, I didn't feel the need to engage with any of the stuff while I was playing, but I also only played for 15 hours. I'm sure at some point it would kick in later down the road where like, hey, I probably want that monthly card, right? Like the increased convenience stuff, the increased storage, the reduction in talent, taxes, the daily bonus currencies, all that stuff would be nice if I'm playing on a regular basis. When it comes to these free-to-play games, though, I'm always like, hey, if I'm enjoying it and I'm playing it for a while, I'm happy to spend some money. In fact, typically with games like this, like I'll usually buy the monthly card for while I'm playing, and then by the time the card expires, I'm usually done playing as well. It's just how it happens to work out, right? Now, as for some initial feedback, again, I only played for 15 hours, so by far, this is just what it is. But within that time frame, I think they could change up the flow to how things start. And really, what I'm talking about here is I think I felt like I spent a majority of my first like 1.5 to 2 hours talking to NPCs and watching cutscenes with only a few moments of actual combat in between. I would like that to almost be the inverse, if anything, or just a better balance between the two. I feel like there should be more combat and more action and more of me playing the game in the initial experience. I also I found it a little off-putting that the game just starts you out with like your 5 class abilities immediately unlocked. Now, as I mentioned, there are more that you can unlock and swap the ones that you want to use. But in MMOs, I generally prefer where like we start, maybe there's a bit of narrative, and then we get into combat, but
that's how it is.
Simple. You give me one, maybe 2 abilities and my basic attacks, and then you introduce me to the new abilities and mechanics, And it doesn't have to be over the course of 20 hours, right? Like, I'm not saying like I don't want to get 5 abilities until I'm 15 hours in, but maybe you should introduce me to those 5 abilities within the first 30 to 60 minutes instead of immediately
It's like you don't learn to walk
having to spend time
until you're like
mousing
approximately
over each
1 year
one
old,
and
right?
reading about exactly what they do and trying to
You don't
intuit
start to
how
run
they
after
will
1 month.
interact. Intuit it to me, show me
Same
through
shit with a
progressing
game.
from the base level to getting all 5,
Same
and then
shit,
have the story woven in
different
between.
things.
But right now, it was very story and dialogue and cutscene heavy, with moments of combat in between. And those moments of combat, I'm like, I've got 5 abilities, and I really don't like. I'll just hit them. You figure it out over time. You figure it out by reading it. But
yeah, what is this supposed to mean? Look at that. Wild Horse. Why the frick is that in Wild? What? What? Just chatting.
just like if I had any feedback or suggestion to the intro
Wild
experience,
Hordes.
that
What's
would
Wild
be it.
Hordes?
Beyond that, though, like I quite enjoyed the game's combat. I love the traversal. The look of the game was really impressive to me. I also appreciate that they're starting with
Wild
this, I
Hordes.
mean,
Is
8
that
classes
Zelda?
right at launch is pretty nice. Along with the fact that they've got
Is
a
that-
fairly large amount and different types of content to engage with. So yeah, looking forward to seeing more about the game, checking out more zones, and actually diving into endgame and all of that. But that just about does it for our preview of Blue Protocol Star Resonance
I mean,
today.
the world looks nice. The gameplay overall looks nice.
Okay,
I mean,
once
there's
again-
like a few things they can improve upon, I would guess, but I haven't really played the game. But I do wanna play the game. It'll be interesting. See what they make of it. Make of it. Efter regn kommer solsken. Solsken. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Chat. I will actually end stream here for today. It's been a bumpy Monday. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a bumpy Monday. Why does my teeth look so white? Yeah, tomorrow will probably be a better day. I don't know. Kinda chill. Wasn't that much of play time. But instead we got to watch some stuff, take it easy. Which is what we need sometimes. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day. Rest of the day, night, wherever you are in the world. Have a great one. Cheers.